What's up, y'all? You already know what it is. It's Toby D, and it's pound for pound. And it's time to talk about some more Atlanta Falcons football. Training camp, that is. Yes, we are officially in training camp mode right now, and I'm looking forward to being out there on Thursday and hopefully Saturday. Now, there is rain being forecasted for the rest of the week, and it did rain a little bit today. I heard that it caused the Falcons players to go inside for a little bit, but they did come back outside. I don't know how long they stayed inside, but I'm hoping that Thursday is going to be at least nice enough the first part of that morning, so that my son and I can go out there and see what the Falcons have going on, and hopefully they will be in pass by then. So I'm excited about that, and I hope to see you out there as well. And speaking of you guys, we thank you, me and JR, for all the views that you guys continue to give us, staying faithful to the channel, watching the channel, continuing to share it, like it, comment on it, and subscribe to the channel. Tell everybody that you know about Pound for Pound, because you know we love and are fiery about our Atlanta Falcons. And this season is definitely some hype around the organization. I feel that the energy has been recreated from that 2016 season. Now, I know some of you Falcons fans right now are on the edge and is about ready to jump off with the injuries that you heard went down yesterday with defensive tackle Michael Bennett. Not the Seattle Seahawks Michael Bennett, but he did play with the Seattle Seahawks on the practice squad or whatnot. But the Michael Bennett for us, he went down with a broken ankle, and J.J. Wilcox, who was projected to be the third safety for the Atlanta Falcons, in that big nickel, especially that I'm hearing the Atlanta Falcons is going to be trotting out there, hopefully this season with 3 safeties on the field. I'm excited to see that, but he's gone down, unfortunately, with a torn ACL. But listen, I'm not going to go through that this year. I want to support who is there, and Alan Bailey. Yes, y'all, Alan Bailey, you already know, is in the house. They signed Alan Bailey yesterday on a $10.5 million deal, $3.5 million guaranteed, getting $6 million for the year. Listen, it's all good with me. Get all the money you can, because we definitely need everybody we can on that front line with the guys that we have to be able to get more pressure on the quarterback. And he had a lot of pressures and 6 sacks. Yes, he had a lot of help with Justin Houston, D Ford, and all of those guys that was on the front line in Kansas City. But however the case, I believe he's going to be a great benefit to the Atlanta Falcons. And speaking of supporting who is here, I'm here because of number 26, Isaiah Oliver. Yes, a lot of us have been talking about Isaiah Oliver and what we hope to get from him and the potential that he has. But I'm going to be keeping my eye on you, Isaiah. I'll tell you right now, Dan Quinn always says he's looking for those players that are going to bring the juice. And I got to tell you, Isaiah Oliver, you got the juice now. In the words of Tupac, look, Alford is gone, and now it is your time to shine. And I'm hoping that you do exactly that. And I'm going to tell you this, we talked about the secondary. If you watch my video on high expectations for the secondary in 2019, I spoke about that long length. You guys know I'm just as excited about that length of players as Dan Quinn is. He covers it, and he made sure this year he got a lot of guys with long length, not only on the front line, not only on linebackers, but also in the secondary. And Isaiah Oliver is definitely one of them with a 33.5-inch reach. And he used that today to knock out a ball from Mohamed Sanu. And that is definitely one of the reasons why you get excited about someone like an Isaiah Oliver, because he can use that long reach and the strength that he has to be able to knock balls out, even though the wide receiver catches the ball right in front of him. And I love seeing that. Now, I hope to see that during the season, because fans, if you know like I know, we always do this on defense in training camp. We knock a lot of balls out. We intercept a lot of balls from Matt Ryan, Matt Sharp, or whoever else is being the quarterback at that time. But for whatever reason, it doesn't always translate from the preseason out of the training camp into the season. And I'm hoping this year that changes, starting with Isaiah Oliver. Now, a lot of you already know, and if you don't know, Isaiah Oliver played like 383 snaps. Now, 143 of those was on special teams, which is great, but 240 was on the defense. And to me, that just really wasn't enough to be able to see what I needed to see. Now, I only watched the games that he started in, not all 14 that he played in. But one of the things that I do know he has the potential of is he does a great job of anticipating when a wide receiver is getting ready to catch the ball, and he will get those long arms up there and knock that ball out before that receiver can make contact with the football. I love that. But I don't want him always relying on that technique every time. He needs to be able to, because sometimes I've noticed he don't turn his head around. And you guys know, as well as I know, that is a pet peeve of many of us Falcons fans, because we've seen it over the years with many cornerbacks that have come through Atlanta Falcons camp and don't turn their heads around and just hope for the best when they're trying to put their hands all up into the arms and hands of the ball when the wide receiver is trying to get it. And so while he's good at doing that, he needs to focus on getting that head turned around. Now, the other thing I do love about Isaiah Oliver is his understanding of using the boundary as his extra defender. He does a great job getting on the inside hip of the wide receiver to force him to the boundary line. And it also forces the quarterback to have to make a super perfect throw in order to get the ball to the wide receiver. And he did a great job of that in the 2 games he started in with Cincinnati and the game against the Washington Redskins. But he has some things that I hope he gets together this season. And Doug Malloy, and now not only the passing defensive game coordinator, but now the secondary coach, are very excited about what Isaiah Oliver can bring. And I'm excited about it too. But make no mistake about it, Isaiah is getting ready to be thrown in there. And he's going to see some receivers this season. And I'm telling you right now, starting week 1, you got Adam Thielen, who had over 1,000 yards. And you got his partner on the other side, and Stephon Diggs, who also had over 1,000 yards. And both of them had 9 touchdowns apiece. Isaiah Oliver, you about to get in that work. Now, you're going to get some good practice, of course, with Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu. Now, Julio is not playing right now, but he did report to camp like he said he would. He wasn't holding out. We all know and we all speculate that a deal is getting ready to be announced for Julio soon. And believe that right now he's working on the sidelines, getting himself together with him and Deion Jones. They're getting it together, really getting close in the brotherhood, and we shall see him out there soon. And Isaiah's going to get that work in with Julio Jones. But now he's got 5 games, 5 preseason games, and you already know he's going to get a lot of work in them 5 preseason games starting next week on August 1st. Man, it's time to get excited, Falcons fans. We got football on August 1st, next Thursday. Can y'all believe that? Now, albeit it's not going to be here, but we still get to see our team out there. Unfortunately, we won't see a lot of starters at all because they don't normally play in that 5th game of the preseason. But hey, however the case, it's all good because we definitely going to see number 26, Isaiah Oliver, get out there as he prepares himself for, like I said, guys like Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs. You got Mike Evans you're going to have to deal with, Michael Thomas you're going to have to deal with, and Chris Godwin. Get used to that name because I don't see him not doing anything less than what he did in 2018 with Tampa Bay when Dirk Cutter was there. Because that guy is a tall, physical receiver and had a great year for Tampa Bay with over 800 yards. And at least 5 or 6 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken, with the Tampa Bay Bucks. And he's a tall guy. And you're going to have to get thrust in there, Isaiah Oliver, in order to deal with this dude. And not to mention, T.Y. Hilton you're going to have to deal with. And I didn't even realize that Devin Funchess, because I don't keep up with him much, was over there with Andrew Luck and the Colts. These are guys you got to deal with. And how about Mr. 99? I'm not even going to go there. DeAndre Hopkins. But you got to deal with him from the Houston Texans. And so you going to get that work in, Isaiah Oliver. I just hope that you're able to continue to progress and do the things that you're doing in camp. It was nice to see today that you got a turnover, and I'm hoping that continues. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love pass deflections. It's all good. But I love even more getting some balls actually in your hands and turning the ball over that way as well. And that means getting interceptions. And I'm hoping to see that from other guys on this team. And hopefully my boy, Desmond Trufant. Come on, man. Can you get the hands together this year? Now, I haven't heard him having to work with the wide receivers this year like he usually does. So that might be a good sign for us that he'll actually get some balls in the hands. And, hey, I got to shout out to the other guys, Jordan Miller and Kendall Sheffield. Kendall Sheffield had a pick yesterday. That's exciting to see out of the slot. Now, albeit I'm going to be hard on him, I got to take a few points away because it wasn't Calvin Ridley or Muhammad Sanu in the slot. It was Christian Blake, a guy that Ricardo Allen, while they were reporting the camp, said to look out for. And I am going to be looking out a little bit for Christian Blake, but more so about 90% on Isaiah Oliver because it's time. You taking over Robert Alford's spot, and now you have the opportunity to shine. Many were saying you should have been a first-round draft pick, at least at the bottom end of the first round. But we got blessed. Hopefully, it turns into a blessing, getting you in the second round instead. But you can't be giving up touchdowns. 3 touchdowns in the first 5 games that you played in, that can't happen. Now, I know it was against guys like A.J. Green, Antonio Brown. But come on, Josh Doctson, let's go. We got to slow down the touchdowns. We do not want to be a guy, because you have the potential to shut guys down in the end zone. And we need to see you with the potential that you have, more confidence. You said you got more confidence, and we're looking forward to that confidence shining out this year because you're definitely going to need it with the work that you are about to get in. Look, I went on record saying that I believe this secondary is going to be much better and improved this season, and I'm staying on record saying that. I will go down saying that because I believe with Jerome Henderson now, no disrespect against Marquand Manuel and Doug Malloy, these guys are going to be better. A lot more man-to-man coverages that you're going to see this year. And I'm excited about being able to man up on your guy. Hey, if you're going to get beat, playing them up man-to-man. And that's what I want to see this year. And I'm hoping that you beat them instead of getting beat most of the time. That's what I would like to see. Look, you guys comment, continue to share, like, and view our videos, man. Like I said, we do appreciate it. Let us know what you think Isaiah Oliver is going to be. I know others, YouTubers have talked about Isaiah Oliver, but I had to get my take in there, and I'm excited to see what this guy is going to be this year, starting with August 1st, because he's definitely going to get that work in. Hey, other than that, that's it for me. It's pound for pound. I'm Toby D. Peace. I'm out.